Welcome. Yeah, that was not a good intro. Not a good one. That's my bad. That's on me. Welcome everyone to Casting for Two, the podcast that is hosted by me, Chris. I am he who he is. I just like to take the time to apologize for the no episode last week. I was sick, and the idea of noise going into my ears was really not good. So I just decided to take a week off, and hopefully it'll never happen again. But enough with that. Episode 28 of Casting for Two podcast. Today I have a really good guest. She's the guest is Kate Cleary, and she's from America's Next Top Model. One of the most fascinating things about her is that she's a huge animal lover, and all she wants to do is save them in the world. And I really enjoyed talking to her about that and where this love of animals came from. Anybody interested, they can go to peaceforanimals.com or look it up on Facebook or even Twitter. But she's just trying to, do some good in the world by preserving wildlife so that we can enjoy them for centuries and all that good stuff. So I really applaud her. I'm just tired of talking. Okay, I'm tired of talking. Let's just start this episode and let's listen. Okay, so sit back, relax. If you have a drink, drink up. Kool-Aid, whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to judge. But, Chris, cue the music, please. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. I had a Skype interview from the UK, and they were a little bit late, so.
Oh, yeah. No problem. I was listening to that awesome waiting music, so.
Oh.
So, no, it's all good. And I'd like to know a bit more about yourself and how you are at in the place of life where you're at right now.
Okay.
I saw that you do acting, modeling, all of that. Did you know you wanted to do that when you were little, when you were a kid?
You know what? I actually, I always wanted to be in entertainment, so I wanted to be an actress and model from the time I was about 5 years old or so, but I always wanted to also be a veterinarian or a zoologist. So figured, how could I marry the two? And I really always thought I was going to, end up being a veterinarian. And then, we started rescuing animals, my mom and I, from a very young age. So we'd rescue kittens and puppies and bottle feed them and you name it, squirrels and birds outside, and we would rehabilitate them and re-release them into the wild. And so, then I kind of went through life, and then I started in entertainment as well. And so I figured, I can maybe just have this entertainment career and then have my own rescue organization later in life. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now with Peace for Animals, my organization, and also still in entertainment. So I'm using that as a platform to raise awareness for these important issues going on around the world.
Okay. Yeah. And what was your first job in the entertainment industry?
It was America's Next Top Model.
Okay. And how do you get that? Like, I'm assuming there's, casting that you have to go through where they, producers watch, thousands of beautiful ladies. Were you modeling at that time?
I was modeling, yeah.
Okay.
I did start, at a very young age. But what happened was I was in college, and I got this random email from this guy, and I don't know where this email came from. I don't even know who the guy was, but I feel like it was just like, it was I don't know, sent from God in a way. It's very interesting how it happened. So this email just appeared on my computer, and it said, check out the new show, America's Next Top Model. And I tried to reply, and I tried to get a hold of whoever emailed to me, and they didn't respond. I didn't even know the website of where to go. And so I just kept searching for days to try to find this show, this new show. And I found it was on UPN, and I submitted a video. And then they lost my first video. I had to submit another one. And then I got a call from Tyra Banks. Oh. And she said, pack your bags, you're going to LA. And I was like, are you kidding me? Or is this a joke?
Yeah.
I had no idea that, that she was going to call me, let alone I was going to be going to LA to do this TV show. So that's really how it all started. And then I was able to finish college, thank God, after I got eliminated from the show. Because if I had stayed on the show longer, I wouldn't have finished, and then I wouldn't have moved to LA when I did, and then start Deal or No Deal. So, I think everything happened for a reason and in the right time. So.
Yeah, and exactly, because I have a confession. I was that man who emailed you.
You were.
It was all me.
I was looking at for him for years.
Yep, I was right here. No, I'm just kidding.
That's so funny.
So where'd you go to college?
I went to college at Carthage in Kenosha, in Wisconsin.
Okay.
And,
yeah.
Yeah, and liberal arts college, and I had a business and marketing degree. And then, just, went from there and, America's Next Top Model. Then I did some real estate and then moved to LA, and my first audition was Deal or No Deal. So I was on that show for about 4 years, and then did a couple other shows in between, like a travel show, and I did CSI New York and Chuck and a couple of those shows. And then started my own show recently called World Animal News, and that's every Thursday at 11 a.m. on tradiov.com. And it's 11 a.m. Pacific. And you can check out, myself and my co-host Christian Renton from the show Sons of Anarchy, and we've got a lot of celebrity guests that come on and talk about, different animal welfare issues and latest breaking news of what's going on around the world.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
So I just curious. So you graduated with a business degree?
Business and marketing.
Business and what about why business and marketing?
Honestly, I always knew that entertainment was going to be the next step of moving to Los Angeles, and I always wanted to, use the business and marketing to be able to, help my career as far as I feel like that's the only way you can really move to the next level in acting and modeling and in entertainment is if you can market yourself the right way. So I figured I would use that skill, in business.
Okay, right on. And so your new venture, Peace for Animals, how long have you been, you said, you had the idea of it when you were little, but how long have you been doing Peace for Animals?
It's been about a year and a half. And then before Peace for Animals, what really got me involved in the animal welfare movement in Los Angeles was doing producing the documentary, but I'm saying sorry, it's been a long morning.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah, producing the charity, Diamonds Not Fur, and what happened was we found out that China's using dog and cat fur in a lot of their merchandise that they're selling around the world. So we figured West Hollywood is one of the most humane cities, so why not try to push this forward? And so I got Betty White to host my event, and it took about a year to produce it. And we passed the fur-free bill about, a couple months after the event. So it was a really great, successful event. A lot of celebrities were there to support, and it's just about being compassionate and humane, and not wearing essentially torture of what these animals go through to get their fur. It's horrible. So,
right, yeah. And if you want somebody to really host your event, there is only one person, and that is Betty White.
It is Betty White. Yeah. She's pretty amazing.
She's also a huge animal lover too, right? Like she does stuff with zoos and stuff like that.
She supports everything. The thing is I know that a lot of people had given her a little bit of slack because of the supporting the Los Angeles Zoo and everything. But if there is a conservation program attached to the zoo, I think that is the one exception. But zoos usually they just breed their animals just to be shown, and if the animal has a problem or if they have like a any neurological problems or a piece of their tail or their ears missing or what have you, they won't have them on display because they're not a perfect specimen, essentially. So I don't really agree with zoos. I believe that, like the Columbus Zoo has a great conservation program, and so does the San Diego Wild Animal Park. And if their environment is a little bit more natural and they're doing research as far as, to save the species in the wild, that's different than having just these zoos that are run down where the animals are pacing, where they're, not in good condition. That's a whole different ballgame. So I think that, there are a couple of zoos that are doing it right, but there's always sanctuaries that people can go to visit where these animals have been rescued and, and they need our help. So.
And you were because of your mom, you were aware of this when you were little?
Oh, it was so interesting. I would do research on all these issues from a very, very young age. So probably not 5, but I would say around 7 or 8, I started just researching. And actually, the funny thing is the first thing that I researched was tigers. And even back then, they were on the endangered species list, and they slowly recovered, and then now they're going downhill again because of the poaching for their teeth, their claws, their pelts, and their blood for wine in Asian countries. It's horrible what's going on. So we're trying to save the last 1,500 in India, and there's only about 1,500 left in Russia. So we have a project with Born for USA where we're trying to send more money and hire more armed guards to protect the last area in the Satpura region in India where they live. So, and if we can't do that, we're going to lose them forever.
Wow. Okay.
That's
a huge bummer.
It's really, I mean, that and, and elephants and ivory, the ivory trade that's going on right now in Africa is horrible. They killed about 35,000 elephants this year because of ivory. So I always encourage people to obviously not buy wild animal parts. Don't buy ancient Chinese medicine that has these ground up, I don't know, either it's ivory, whether it's tiger teeth or claws, whether it's rhino horn. They don't do anything medicinally for humans. So, it's just aiding to the extinction of these animals. And so when I found out all these issues, I figured, what is the best way to get it out there? And the best way for me is through entertainment, and I think for everybody else to raise the most amount of awareness is through entertainment. So.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. I remember, I mean, obviously when I was little, we would take field trips to the zoo and stuff like that. And of course, you're little, you don't. Well, I wasn't as aware. But you just don't really think anything of it. There's animals over there. That's it. And then when I started growing up, I started kind of questioning where these animals were being kept. What kind of conditions and stuff like that. And so that's why I kind of don't like to go to places like SeaWorld and stuff like that. Just because I'm just not too sure of how the animals are just kept.
They're not kept. They're not kept correctly. I mean, it's horrible. I don't know if you saw Blackfish on CNN. It aired a couple weeks ago, and if you get a chance to see it, it was like the #1 documentary that was ever aired on cable. So Blackfish, and then The Cove won an Oscar in 2008, and that's about the hunt for whales and dolphins in Japan.
Right.
And it's just these movies are so impactful, and those movies gave me the determination to produce my own movie, Give Me Shelter, which is coming out next year. And National Geographic did a great article on it, and we did the screening at Malibu Film Society a couple weeks ago, and the turnout was amazing. And it's actually starring Tippi Hedren, Allison Eastwood, Michael Vartan, Isai Morales, Rick O'Berry from The Cove, and it's just bringing everyone together that I also have personal relationships with, so friends of mine and animal welfare organizations, to talk about these issues. And we've won a couple of awards for the film, and I'm hoping that everyone can see it next year. So yeah, and you can definitely check out the trailer if you guys want. It's Give Me Shelter, and then you can type in my name, Katie Cleary, and it'll come up on YouTube, and it's about a 4-minute trailer.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So when you're not saving the animal species, what do you do to just kind of relax, to take time off?
I wish I could relax.
when you have the option to relax, what do you like to do?
I love to go hiking. I love to go hiking, and I love to go to the beach in Malibu. We're very close to Malibu, so we're always having the dogs get together and friends of ours and, heading to the beach and taking it easy, relaxing there. And, sometimes we go to the movies and it's very rare, but, when we do get a chance to, it's really nice to be able to
Yeah,
relax.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It's nonstop.
And do you, other than the give me shelter, or what was it? Give me shelter.
Give me shelter.
Yeah, give me shelter. Do you have anything else coming up, or anything that you're doing right now?
Yeah. So, Allison Eastwood and I, Clint Eastwood's daughter, is my co-producer, and we're working on a couple different TV shows that we're pitching to the networks. So, so I will definitely keep you guys posted on those. And then we have a jewelry line that we're doing, and it's for the Step-Huda Tiger Landscape Program in India, and it's the tiger pendants. So we're doing silver, copper, and crystal, and they have diamonds in the eyes. And 20% of the proceeds will go towards the campaign that we're working on. So, and people can actually find out more information online. You can go to peaceandthenumber4animals.com, or you can email me at info@peaceandthenumber4animals.com.
Right on.
Yeah.
But was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
I think that's it. We've got the tiger necklaces. We've got we got T-shirts. We've got Peace for Animals T-shirts that we're doing as well. So and those pictures will be up, and you'll be able to purchase them on the site probably in the next couple of weeks. So we're going to do the photo shoot this Friday, and then people can check them out. They're really cool T-shirts. And and then check out World Animal News every Thursday on tradiov.com.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Now, since it's the holiday season, I feel I have to ask you, do you have a favorite holiday memory at all, whether it be, New Year's, Christmas, whichever?
Yeah, let's see. You know what? I'm from Chicago, so I always go to Chicago for Christmas, and this year we're not. We're going to be at home and just taking it easy with the animals. But I love to I love being around family. I love, watching football and having the fire on and, and having a glass of wine and, of course, eating till your bellies explode. And I think that's the best memory is just being with family around the holidays and when it's snowing out and, you don't want to leave the house. And I think that there isn't anything specific, but I would say that the best holidays are in Chicago with my family.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't really been to Chicago. I think I've passed by just at the airport, but that was about it.
Really?
Nothing too crazy.
City.
My buddy lives in Madison.
Oh, cool.
And whenever I visit, I visit him, and I said, Chicago's an hour and a half away. We can totally just go. And he said, well, what would we do over there?
Oh, there's so much. You would love it.
Yeah, and I couldn't think of anything because I've never been. So
just go downtown. Oh my gosh, go down Michigan Avenue and Oak Street and go shopping. I mean, it's just amazing. The city is so beautiful, and you can go to some of the great restaurants that we have. And I would definitely check it out. You would love it for the holidays.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then I was just saying, I'd like to catch some of the improv shows that go on over there. Just
you should absolutely.
I'm huge into comedy, so I think that would just be kind of fun.
Oh yeah, you should. I mean, there's so many different shows, and I haven't been there, permanently in about 8 years. So I don't know. I'm sure it's changed quite a bit, but I've got a lot of friends and family back there, and they just love it. So I think the holidays are so great.
Right on.
Yeah.
So for the people at home who would like to keep up with anything that you do, where can they do that? Where can they stalk you on the internet, not in real life?
Well, you could find me on Facebook if you just type in Katie, and then it should be _Cleary. Actually, no, that's on Twitter. So the Katie _Cleary is on Twitter, and then you can do Peace and then _4_animals also on Twitter, and then World Animal News. And then and Facebook is just Katie Cleary, and then you can also follow World Animal News and Peace for Animals on Facebook as well.
Okay, there we go. So, Katie, I've had a good time chatting with you, especially with all the good that you're doing. I hope everything works out. I hope you save some animals so that my kids can see them.
I hope so too. I don't want, just to read about these animals in storybooks, and
Yeah.
I think it's so important for the future of our planet to be able to save them and have them forever. So
exactly. So
yeah.
I wish you good luck, and anybody interested in helping her out, go Planet for Animals, follow on Twitter, all that good stuff. But come back anytime you want to talk about anything, or if those shows that you pitch get picked up, you can come on back.
Yes, fingers crossed, and then keep a lookout for Give Me Shelter next year.
I'm gonna line up right now.
Okay.
I'll go wherever it is. I'm gonna go line up.
Okay.
All right. So thank you.
Thank you
for joining me, and you have a good day. Okay.
Great. You too. Take care. Bye.
You too. Bye bye. Hey guys, just a quick reminder, you can always catch up with these episodes on castingfor2.com. You can also follow me at Twitter @castingfor2 or send me an email at castingfor2@gmail.com.